What's going on, guys? You know here, back again with another video today. I'm going to be doing the prompt that I put out on my community post. Ask me any of your My Hero Academia opinions, and I got to answer them with 100% honesty. I did this with Jujutsu Kaisen, and I had a lot of fun with it, so I wanted to do it with My Hero Academia. So yeah, thank you guys for all the support. Thank you guys for answering the questions, and we're gonna just jump right into the first one. The first one: do you know how many episodes Dan to Dan Anime is gonna have? That's not a My Hero question. What's your overall opinion of the season 7 anime so far? Has it lived up to the hype of the manga? If not, what would you have wanted to see improved upon on? I actually thought I think it's pretty good. I have one friend who said it's not hitting for him the same way season 6 hit for me. And I do think season 6 had done a better job with execution. However, that Todoroki episode, this most recent episode that came out, my God, that was perfect. Perfect. And honestly, I've been enjoying season 7. I feel like the beginning half was pretty meh. With like the Stars and Stripes, the trader thing, but once the war started kicking off, everything has been very entertaining to me, at least for me, at least. So I still probably prefer the manga a little bit better, just to see certain things happen. But yeah, that's just me. Would you have changed anything about the ending? Off topic too, but happy belated birthday. Thank you. For those you don't know, my birthday was the 20th of September, so thank you for the birthday wishes. And what would I change about the ending? I'll probably give a little bit more time for the last chapter to see the students as adults and pretty much what they're going through as they're in their adulthood, you know, because I know we had like 5 chapters like after everything has really happened. Well, not even more than 5 chapters. We had a good amount of chapters after everything ended, and most of them stuck on the current arc or the present time of what was going on inside of the future. I would have liked at least 1 or 2 chapters of seeing them in the future, seeing them going on, seeing Deku as a teacher, and then him getting the suit, and maybe just like maybe 1 mission with each other. But that would be the only thing I changed. I thought the ending was fine, relatively. I know a lot of people complain about it. I don't see the problem. I think it's just, people are just going to hate, regardless of what it is. What are your overall thoughts on Tamura in All for One as a character? I love Tamura. Shigaraki is amazing. I love Shigaraki a lot. He was annoying in the beginning, but I grew to love him over time as he started to develop, as he started to get stronger, as he started to become his own person. It really showed the mature side of him over time, and I really enjoyed it. All for One, I liked All for One, not as much as Shigaraki, but when All for One started to take over Shigaraki, I really didn't like that. I wanted Shigaraki to be his own thing, and I'm glad that Shigaraki stuck to his core. He's like, no. This is my story. All for One, this is not for you. This is for me. And I'm really happy about that. Very happy about that. Do you think they could have settled the war arc better, or do you think it's perfect? I don't think it's perfect at all. There's a lot of things I wish would have happened. What do I wish would have happened? I wish it didn't take us so quickly to get to where we are. I wish we got to see a couple villains that we've seen in the past. Like Getting is a powerhouse, which I'm shocked we didn't really get much of him. Redestro, I would have liked to see him in this war. Kudena, the flower guy, like we got like a panel introducing who he was, and then we just skimmed past it. And I was like, were you gonna do something with him? There was a lot of villains that I feel like was a part of the Deku assassination group during the villain hunt arc, and we just didn't see them. So I would have liked to see more of that. I would have liked the other countries jumping in as well. We probably would have got a good a good crossover of My Hero Vigilantes, which I'm shocked we didn't get at all. But I don't think the war was perfect, but I really enjoyed how they did it. Or wait, you asked how they could have settled the war. The only thing I would wish is a definitive fight between Shigaraki and All for One. I feel like Shigaraki just doing 1 attack on All for One wasn't worth it. I also think the Deku and Shigaraki fight should have been a little bit better. I know it dived in more than the emotional than anything, but still, this is the fight between the main antagonist and main protagonist, and it should have been a little bit bigger. Without including the top 5 students at UA, Deku, Uraraka, Ida, Todoroki, Bakugo, is there a student that you felt came the furthest for you? I think Kodo is up there, but I love Mineta's silent arc personally. There's my boy Shinso. Shinso was amazing. When you say top 5, it's kind of crazy how you say top 5, where you mentioned Deku, Uraraka, Ida, Todoroki. But I honestly, in the top 4 of Class UA, I personally think Tokoyami is up there. Tokoyami is up there. I think he developed nicely. And remember the first time we seen him, well, not the first time we seen him, but the first time we seen him lose control, and he was in the forest and just the dark shadows going crazy, to where we are now into war. It is a behemoth fighting on the front lines with All For One, to the point where All For One wanted to take his quirk. So Tokoyami for sure blew up huge, and I love that. Shoji, I think his arc with the Hedomorph arc was really nice. Again, I have my feelings about the Hedomorph arc. I feel like it should have been drawn out way before we got to that portion in the war, but Shoji had a really good arc. If there's anybody I wanted to see, Sero. I wanted to see Sero. Sero was a cool character. He has a cool design, he has a cool power, and a cool personality. So I wanted to see more of him. But that's all I can think of off the top of my head. Obviously, the Todoroki storyline is one of the biggest draws of the series. Do you feel like it lived up to the hype of the entire way? Is there anything else you would have wanted to see done for the Todoroki storyline? Absolutely not. I thought it was great. I loved it. Probably a little bit more consequences to Endeavor, but his family not loving him, I love that. I love how they all ended, where it's like, nope, we don't fuck with you, bro. Like we're gonna go our way. I like the whole Dabi and Shoto aspect, to where Dabi is not mad at Shoto at all, and he like apologized for him. He's like, if there's anyone I should be sorry about, it should be him, because he's just a victim in this, just as I am. But yeah, no, Todoroki storyline, chef's kiss. How do you feel about All For One and Shigaraki's ending? Does the ending feel a little bit tropey? Kinda. Again, I feel like Shigaraki should have been the one to fight All For One at the end, and Shigaraki should have been the one to kill All For One at the end, while sticking to his ideals still. And again, Shigaraki was him to the end. Shigaraki was, himself to the end of the story. He still had the same ideals. He still had the same ending. Tropey, I don't feel like it was tropey, because I don't know. The way I see tropey is the villain changing. When he's like, you know what? You're right. I need to stop this. No, Shigaraki was like, bro, I did what I could to destroy everything. And also tell that to Spinner. I did everything I could to destroy it. If you're going to change the world, let's see, make it happen. But this was my goal. I was a hero to the villains, and I love that. All For One, I don't think it was tropey. I know some people try to make him sympathetic. I don't feel that way at all. I think it was showing how greedy he was, of him. Once he wanted so much, but the core thing he wanted, because everything that he wanted, he got. But the one thing he also wanted was his brother, or the one thing he always had, his brother, was always going away from him, and he wanted that back. So I like that. My Hero Academia is often teased as a kiddie shonen, but do you think that's a fair assessment? With the themes about society, personal development, and generational cycles, do you think handling the themes is more or less mature than initially given credit? And does that gravitas feel authentic to you? Also, which character do you think personally resonate with? Character I personally resonate with is Deku. That's the character I really got into the series for. I saw a lot of myself again. I was very introverted as a child. I saw myself as Deku, wasn't trying to do too much, always kept to himself, and then over time you started to open it up, started to let people in. So I would say Deku was the one character that personally resonated with me. I don't think My Hero is teased as a kiddie shonen, and honestly, that's again, I don't think that's fair. But we also got to think of it, because there are some kid shows out that handles mature things, like Avatar. Avatar is, in a lot of people's eyes, a kid show, but it handles a lot of mature things. For example, Sokka's whole arc, he was a sexist, he was a womanizer, he Yeah, I guess he was a womanizer, but yeah, he was very sexist, and he grew out of that. He grew out of that arc, which I think is something that is mature, you know. But even if it is kitties, even if it is a kiddie shonen, I think handling these mature themes is really good to, you know, get this into kids' minds while they're young and then as they grow up. So no, I don't think that's a fair assessment when people are calling it a kiddie shonen at all. What do you think of the rankings of the new Hero Billboard Top 10? Funny you say that, because I actually planned a video for that. It should be coming out sometime this month, so stay tuned for that. What made the epilogue of MHA work for you? I ask because there's a huge debate right now about how Gege is wrapping up JJK. I think what made it work for me is how Horikoshi took his time with it. He didn't try to sprint to the ending. He really took his time. He wanted to handle each character. He wanted to handle Deku. He wanted to handle the Todorokis. He wanted to handle Spinner. He wanted to handle Uraka. He did, like, there was so many pieces that he needed to wrap up before actually ending the story. And I'm so glad he did that. That's what made it work for me. What do you think about the complaint of Deku not trying hard enough after losing the Embers after graduation? Some believe he should have become a vigilante or something akin to Stain. Is the teacher mantle of sharing knowledge with the world about heroism a bad thing? Absolutely not. I think him becoming a hero makes sense. Someone who's watching everyone and making note of it and then trying to find ways to help them adapt to it is a perfect teacher. Deku is very analytical, so him not being the teacher would not make sense to me. I think him being the teacher is just absolutely perfect. Or even being a mentor. Like, I figured that was where he was going to go towards the end of the series anyway, if he wasn't going to be a hero. But him trying not too hard to lose the Embers after graduation, bro, the story takes place in like one school year, and All Might lost the Embers. There wasn't no trying too hard to keep it. You were going to lose it. And in order to defeat Shigaraki, he had to overload him. He had to overload him with quirks in order for it to work. So yeah, I don't think this should be like. And besides, how is he can't become a vigilante? He has his pro hero license. So, you know, like, it's something akin to Stain, like akin to Stain. I'm messing up all my words. Something akin to Stain would be more like more villainous than it is, you know, anything. But Deku's always going to be a hero. He already has his license. He's always has these statutes, the statutes of what a hero is to be. So no, I don't think. I think the complaint is kind of crazy. Volume 42 will be the last volume of My Hero Academia. Unlike previous volumes, it has 80 pages worth of space to fill due to 4 missing chapters. What details or fleshing out would you like to see added to the epilogue? The students as adults. Show me what they have been doing and don't tell me what they've been doing. That's what I want to see. 3 questions. All Might is a memorable character for the series, making his debut as well as making the series a success. Some believe he should have died in the final war or in season 3. What's your opinion on Horikoshi's decision to finally let a mentor live and watch the students grow to adulthood? I think it's beautiful. I think that's absolutely beautiful. I thought he was going to die at like a couple points, actually. I think 4 maybe. I thought he was going to die in the USJ arc. I assumed he was going to die. I know it was like, oh no, he's going to die. But I was like, if they do it, this would be an interesting series. I would like to see how they do it. But he didn't. The fight between All For One, the first fight between All For One, I thought him and All For One were going to die, which he didn't. But he lost the Embers. I thought he was going to die during the Villain Hunt arc to make Deku go down and despair even more. But that didn't happen. And I thought he would have died from All For One in the Final War arc, which didn't happen. I like the fact that he at least saw his students able to grow. Now, I think he should have died within that time skip, but I don't think it's a problem seeing, you know, a mentor living to see his students grow to adulthood. I think that's really nice. I really like that. Do you think the series could have had better pacing if the first war in their second years and the final war was in their third years of their high school experience? Some complain that My Hero Academia deserved a time skip to stretch the story out better. I do, because I do. I definitely do. The first war in the second year would have been great. I would have liked that. Just show Deku growing with more time. I think he got his quirks. Like, once he got Black Whip, he just sped run with the other quirks, and I thought that was a little bit too quick. I thought he should have took a little bit of time to develop the quirks, see how he could use them, learn how to use them, develop them, so and so. Them being the second years would have been great. I would have liked that. Then we got him. We probably would have had more time with other characters as well. Probably get some more arcs. Honestly, draw that Xenomorph arc out. And My Hero Academia is a series that has the potential to be as big as Marvel, as big as DC, with the world it's in. Because you could do all these stories, you could branch out in many places, and I feel like it could have done that. But you know, Horikoshi, this is your story. I just accept it. While it's not romance manga, there are some questioning eyes whether or not Deku hooked up off screen. Do you believe? No, I think they're absolutely platonic. Bonus question: list the hottest female adult character in My Hero Academia, but rank them 1 through 10. Miracle 10, Nagant 10. That's all. In the far, far future, if My Hero Academia were to receive a sequel, would you read it? Whether Horikoshi draws it or writes it behind the scenes, or a completely new author? Yeah, I definitely would. I definitely would. It's a world that I love. I read the spin-off series. I have it somewhere in here. I don't know where it is. Where is it actually? I don't know. It's somewhere around here. It's somewhere over here. But I read the spin-off series and I really enjoyed it. It's by a completely different author and he does a great job with it. So yeah, I would definitely read some more My Hero Academia. And those were all the questions for the My Hero Academia little prompt video. I really enjoyed this. I might do it with another series. I'm not sure what yet, but hey, we'll see when the time comes. But yeah, anyway, if you guys want to see more of these, be sure to like it. Be sure to comment down below. I'll answer more questions in the comment section below if you have it. It doesn't have to be a video. I don't mind jumping in the comments and answering your guys' questions. But yeah, if you guys want to see more, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification. That way you'll know when it's out. If you like the video, give it a like. If not, give it a dislike. Doesn't really matter to me. If you want to see more of me, catch me on Twitter. You know. And until then, you know, what if I you know.